2, 1. I'm alive! Hi everyone, and welcome to the Polygon Forest. I am Ubisoft concept artist Vin Hill, and I am joined as ever by indie developer Mr. Christopher Jarvis.
Hello there.
And today we're going to be watching the Sony State of Play, which I've actually got running up here. We've got about 8 minutes to go. Figured we could start a little bit early and have a little bit of a chat and see what we think could be there. I can't imagine we've got too many theories because everyone's sort of scrambling for theories at the moment online. So
yes, I have not got a clue.
Yeah.
I can't think of any third parties that we have missed out on. So I'm guessing it could be possibly Dying Light 2. We could maybe get some stuff. But even though we've had 2 videos of them over the last sort of 6 months,
right.
So I don't know. Have you got any theories?
Yeah, I mean, third parties are running thin these days because everyone's buying each other out. So it's kind of like the list is pretty short. Like we've got Ubisoft.
That sounds rude, but
yeah.
It's not.
No, it's. I mean, it is what it is. Capitalism at its finest. But I mean, there's Ubisoft, there's EA, there's Warner Brothers Interactive, obviously, Square Enix. I think the big one that keeps coming up the
Batman.
most.
Could be Batman.
There could be a Batman. Yep. Be a good time for that. Well, there's Gotham Knights, which has already been announced.
There's the Gotham Knights. That's what I meant to say. Sorry, yeah.
Right.
Because we've seen a few bits and bobs.
There might be a dedicated Batman game now that the new Batman movie just got announced, or shown for the first time properly. So might be time. There might be the Batman.
Dune game. Could have a Dune game.
Dune. Yeah, Dune would be good.
Dune.
Yeah. And I guess like the big one that keeps coming up the most is for Square Enix, obviously, because of Final Fantasy 16. I know you've never played a Final Fantasy game because you're a gamer traitor, as they call you, or I think
not a real gamer.
Yeah, not a real gamer, I guess. Yeah,
I just pretend.
Just pretend. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just to fit in and be cool.
So yeah, I mean it's very possible. It's a PlayStation exclusive, so if they're going to do a third-party showcase, then that would be the game to show, I think. And it's still apparently meant to come out within the next couple of years, so that would be the obvious choice, but I'm not too sure. Yeah.
The thing about Final Fantasy,
yep,
to me, is that there's no like you can't go, oh, I know the meme, like, or I know that, you know, like if any people aren't into Pokemon, everyone knows who Pikachu is,
right?
Or if you're not into, like, I don't know, Sherlock Holmes or whatever, you know the tropes. But with Final Fantasy, all I know is that it's cool haircuts.
Even that's debatable at times, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
I say cool, I meant that as a nice way, you know, haircut that I couldn't pull off. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, Final Fantasy is an interesting one because, like, I'm a huge fan of it, but even the people that I've never heard of, like, that have never played Final Fantasy, they've still heard it. You know, it's still in, like, the popular culture zeitgeist. Like, it's sort of like Lord of the Rings in that respect, you know, like, everyone's heard of it, even if they haven't read or watched it. And Final Fantasy sort of got that allure to it, so, you know, it's interesting.
But there's those birds. What are they called? Pokeros? What are they?
Chocobos.
Chocobo.
Yep.
Same thing.
No, it's not. It's really not. But that's okay. I'll let you off because you've never played it, but you're still a traitor, just so you know.
We got no one watching us live, so they can't, you know.
But it will, like, they
abuse.
will watch it back and they'll be like, okay, this guy, like, let's find him on
This guy knows nothing about
needs to get
games.
cancelled. Yeah. But I don't know, I mean, yeah, outside of Final Fantasy though, I'm really not too sure what's actually going to be shown at this thing. I mean, there might be some Ubisoft stuff, maybe like Rainbow Six Extraction will show up. Like, I've got no clue because we're not told about any of that sort of stuff internally, so no idea. Right.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Because that's meant to be out like within the next few months, I guess. Like they've sort of announced it, but it was like a soft window date that they gave. But I'll be curious myself, like not only as a gamer but as a developer as well, to see like where the hell we are with that. Because that would be nice.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. I mean, that's why I kind of put on the tweet that you work for Ubisoft just in case. That means that we get some traffic, or people might speculate that there might be something from Ubisoft, or because it's possible.
Yeah, I mean,
and you have no idea, and it's very possible.
Yeah. Like the only other third-party game which I know is in the pipe properly and hasn't really got too much attention is Tokyo Ghostwire. I know that's soon. And that's Square Enix as well.
Yeah.
So we could see some of that.
And it's a 20-minute one, so it could be something that's not seen as like a massive multiplayer, a massive AAA game or something like that.
Yeah, it's a very short one.
Yeah, this could be a very niche 20-minute state of play.
Yeah.
For the right kind of audience. So
right. Although there is a tiny bit of hope in here, because technically Team Eco, like the people that make Eco, Shadow of the Colossus, and Last Guardian, like I'm gonna keep banging this drum until the end of time. But
Blue Square, is it?
No, they the team that make them original games, they left and they formed a company called Gen Design, and Gen Design are like technically a third-party company now. So they are slightly funded by Unreal. So I'm not sure like if this would be the right place for them, but if they had something to announce, it would be here as well, maybe. So
wow, okay. Yeah, Team Eco, yeah, I'd love that.
Yeah,
I need to play Shadow of the Colossus now. That's my last one I need to play.
Oh, you mean Last Guardian? You just played Shadow.
Sorry, I've just finished that. Shadow of Colossus.
Yeah,
so,
no, it's cool. It's for like reference to people like joining in after the fact. Like this, Chris is like very late at night, and I've just finished work, so time differences are like 5 hours between us.
Yes, I've had one whiskey, and Vince just finished work, so that's where we are.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair.
But I'm not going to drink anymore. I'm a professional. I'm on the job.
That's the
working.
Way. Yeah.
I've got water.
Yeah. And I've got a pineapple thing, but it's all good. Yeah.
I'm just thinking as well.
Okay.
We're watching the trailer.
Yeah.
The trailers, and I'm thinking this is probably going to show what's not going to be in the Sony forward showcase.
State of play.
It's not forward, is it? State of play. Sorry. It's because I'm looking at the video and it says PlayStation Showcase 2021.
Yeah.
Am I watching the right video?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. I'm watching the live Sony thing.
It says 1 minute 38 in the corner. That's the one.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean, my expectations of this are just pretty tempered. I'm not expecting anything huge. Like, there's a lot of people that are sort of misconstruing this. Like, they think that there's going to be some awesome first-party studio announcements and stuff. It's like, that's not going to be the case. They very much set the expectations that that's not what they're going to be doing. So,
the chat is saying GTA 6, GTA 7, GTA 5 again.
Yeah, yeah, and it's no, like.
Wouldn't it be funny if this is like just deep dive into the GTA remaster?
Don't even say it, man. People would.
That would be hilarious.
People would.
We've already had the trailer. We literally don't need anyone else.
Yep.
If you don't know what GTA is, there could be, man. It could be more GTA.
No, it can't be. Like, they have to read the room on that. You know, like there's been a lot of backlash about it. Well, not backlash. Like GTA Definitive Edition Trilogy looks good, and like everyone is enjoying it, but if GTA came out and explained, if they were like, okay, we're going to show you something now, and then it turns out it's not GTA 6, people are automatically just going to like turn on them and be like, what are you doing? Like, either show us the game or don't, like, go away, sort of thing, and people are going to lose it. Like, I don't feel that way. Like, I'm fine with whatever they show. Like, more games the better, I guess. But yeah, I think there would definitely be some there'd be some things thrown across rooms if GTA came out. But yeah, getting started.
This is the year to do that, though. This is the year to have the, to have that disappointment.
Well, let's see if we're disappointed. Here we go.
We'll have to see. Is Yakuza? That's not third party, is it?
It's Sega,
Yakuza
but
games.
I think that's more aligned with Xbox.
Right. Okay. Are we starting? Is it starting now?
This is starting.
Is this it?
Yep.
Oh. Okay, let's turn the sound on. What's it?
I have no idea. This is crazy though.
Looks Japanese.
It looks very Japanese. Too Japanese, you could argue. Looks like a new battle royale of some kind, doesn't it?
Yeah. The song's pretty funky.
Bananas. It's very Japanese.
Yeah. Hi, Nick Epic, who's just joined us.
Hey, man. I know.
Sounded like the noise from War of the World movie with Tom Cruise.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
I love that sound. That's not a criticism.
God, this is impressively Japanese though.
Yeah, even the camera angles, which I didn't even realize
Everything,
could be,
yeah.
they are.
And the
It's like,
anti-aliasing.
I didn't know you could have Japanese camera angles. Was that a Nazi? Nice, okay. So you can play as a Nazi then, is that right?
God, I hope so. I hope not, actually. That's a terrible thing to say.
Yeah.
Deathverse by Super Trick Games. I've never heard of them. Must be a new studio.
Let it die. Coming to PS4 and PS5.
Be interesting to see what their credentials are, if this is a team that did something else or it's just the new bunch. So this could be maybe some just low, you know, indie-ish. It's a very hard distinction.
Yeah, I mean,
Could just be like, these deserve some credit. Let's look at this.
Sony have had some bad PR, like to do with indies recently, so this wouldn't be. It wouldn't surprise me if this wasn't clean up, you know.
Yeah. And yeah, fair enough.
And you're like, how did they get them that thick?
As an indie dev, I totally appreciate this.
Or just that thick, or are they robot arms? Our last hope is arms.
What,
Caption PC.
what is happening?
Okay, sorry, for real. PlayStation promo time.
Yep.
I'm just supposed to introduce our band and the game about our band, right? Ooh, can we do something fun with it? Like, can we be like...
It's like fourth wall trailer.
What are we, the president? What are we, the...
We've talked about these jokes.
This is weird, and
Hey, you.
the color
Hi.
is
We're
awesome.
driving. Jay, I heard
It's very
you're a
pastel.
engineer and she's cool with
Yeah,
songs
it's very Gen Z
about.
Zoomer.
Sue! How's the PlayStation blog post going?
I said it. There you go. I said it.
I want to reach more people, but I don't think I trust people who use hashtags.
It looks like really good Instagram filter.
Right. It does come across like that.
Carter, what you
Oh, I like the use of the focus as well.
Yeah.
Can debug make me sound like a demon?
It is 3D though. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, hi. We Are OFK is a new music biopic game about us, the indie pop group OFK. It's a 5-episode series about how we started the band here in Los Angeles and how so far we have not screwed it up.
I think I remember this one getting announced.
Texting and
Yeah.
Not too long ago.
each episode lets
A music
play
game.
an interactive
Yeah.
music video.
Indie pop
Song
group.
from our debut EP. That's 5 episodes.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean, this game will live and die on its story, basically.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see. It's very much like I'll wait for a review for this one.
Yeah, because it's all focused on how the story is, and you don't
Exactly.
want to give away spoilers, and it depends how it's conveyed. And
Yeah.
it looks beautiful though. Like,
Yeah,
it
it's an
looks like
interesting art
every
style.
frame is could be a picture sort of thing.
Future,
Yeah.
thick arms. We are OFK.
But yeah,
We love you.
that the jokes and the script need to be on point for me to sit here and
Next,
play
the
it.
team at
Right.
Young Horses shares a big update coming to Bugsnax.
I don't want to say I feel old. I don't know if it's for me, but
Yeah.
maybe this is for younger kids.
What, Bug Snacks?
It reminds me of, was it Life is Strange,
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of that, actually.
which I like watching. But I didn't play it myself.
Right.
Is this Bugsnax?
Yes. I guess it's a new update coming to it.
We need to form an expedition. Hey there. Bro, has anybody seen my hat? Hats with hats?
I mean, I haven't played this game, so like everything is completely out of context. And I don't know what they're adding apart from hats, I guess. Like that must be the.
Yeah.
Is that the update?
Is it naan bread wings? Is that? That's the announcement.
Not all, buddy.
Yeah, I'm completely out of the loop on this one.
Finally finished your
Snacks with hats. Okay, that
Snacks
seems
with
to be the
hats.
update. Okay.
before you know it, this'll
Yeah.
feel like
The update is for hats. Okay.
Yeah, which if it was any other company, like they'll be getting rinsed right now.
Yeah.
ready yourself. A grave danger approaches.
That's terrifying.
I they trying to tap into the Nintendo game? What's it called? You know, the one with the fishing and the frog
Animal
chair.
Crossing?
What was it? Animal Crossing.
No.
The aisle of big snacks. It's just like Animal Crossing. No?
I think it's tapping into that market, but
Yeah. By giving them hats.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Five Nights at Freddy's.
and we hope you enjoyed the show. Freddy and the gang are pretty tired, but they'll be back again next week.
I think you're a little bit ahead of me.
Scheduled maintenance.
Well, get live, yo.
I am live.
Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex is now closed. Initiating nighttime protocols.
No, wait, I'm still here.
Have you ever played a Five Nights at Freddy's game?
Have you?
I haven't. Though the production value on this one looks a lot higher.
Yeah. The lighting seems to be
Yeah.
quite good.
You should be able to escape when the security doors reopen at 6 a.m.
So is this like
And try not to draw attention.
the mechs from Fallout?
There is another way out.
Yeah, I guess.
Help you find it. I promise.
Yeah, I mean, there's a huge following for this game, so like, they have to do their due diligence, I guess.
Yeah. There's a market for sure, you know. I think it's a good sign overall that we're seeing this sort of stuff to cater for smaller audiences.
Yeah,
but they're
for sure.
doing a show like this for sure.
Of the building, where you will be given novelty glasses, a voucher for one free soda refill.
We need to be doing those reaction videos that you see of like
All liability.
Battlefield
That might have happened.
2042 where they're just like,
Have an awesome night.
Right.
and then we'll get some good views later on.
Yeah, well, overreaction
If we
is
have a bit more
one thing.
enthusiasm, Vin, then
Yeah, I apologize.
To take a short survey.
the next one, whatever it is, we'll just have to be like,
Hey man, show me a game I'm excited about, and I'll be excited.
Gods in a challenge RPG coming soon to PlayStation.
Call me depressing all you want. It's like yeah. Oh, this
So halfway
is
through.
Devil Inside. Like
Devil
I'm
Inside.
really excited about this one actually. No wait, this is
How
Devil
excited,
Inside.
Vin?
No, it isn't Devil Inside. Okay, never mind. I think I read somewhere that they are going to be showing a Devil Inside though. But this looks
okay.
really cool. Kind of reminds me of a Hyperlight Drifter. Have you ever played that?
I've not, no.
You
But
should
this
check
reminds
that
me
one
of a few of the indie games that I've seen recently. Oh no, I have seen this one. I have seen this. Yeah, I've watched some gameplay.
Yeah.
It looks freaking awesome.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of A Link to the Past, which I just finished this week. We'll talk about that on the podcast on Sunday, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Apparently it's
made,
put together really well.
okay, it's
That's
made,
all, that's
it's
it.
made by the same people that did Titan Souls.
Multiplayer games coming
Right.
to PS4 and PS5.
I've heard good, yeah, there we go. Says it right there. That looks really cool. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
I've heard good things. I've seen people playing it and they say it's put together really well. What's Kart Rider?
It looks like Mega Man, but not.
Yeah.
It's a
And that
Sony's
one looks
answer
like
to.
one of these people looks like Rubble from Paw Patrol, which a
Right.
reference you probably won't get, Ben, but anyone that's got a 5-year-old. Oh, that's actually quite good cart customization. That looked pretty dope. I don't know if it is that doable.
Yeah, I don't know if this is like Mario Kart, like answer for Sony or what, but
Yeah, looks like it. But don't they have that with the Final Fantasy karting, or is that is on the Nintendo as well, isn't it?
yeah, it's on Switch.
Yeah, that's on Switch. So it's, yeah, maybe this is their answer. Mario Kart 8.
Car
or
Rider
whatever.
Drift. Yeah, I've never heard of it. Not sure, Nixon. Yeah, there's a lot of companies which
Expectations.
coming out of the woodwork, I guess. Which is good. More companies making games.
Yeah.
What's this? Dolores.
Looks cool.
Yeah, it's nice to see a beat 'em up. Like, they don't actually do too many beat 'em ups these days, so beat 'em up fans will be
good-
happy.
Yeah, that's a lot of good hair going on.
Yeah, you got to use on physics somewhere. Everything else is figured out, right?
This is very much more arcadey though, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
not too gruesome, it's more stylized. Which is good, don't want to see like a rip-off and anything else.
Right.
Although, saying that karting game looked like a total rip-off, but looked good, so yeah.
King of Fighters. Cool. Yeah. SNK. Jesus.
Not seen any like coming to PS Now or anything, so they don't seem to be leaning on that too much.
What is this?
Everyone, I'm Niels, also known as Wetterbird.
Hi everyone, I'm Emily.
Hitman Woman Edition.
Today we're excited to share First Class Trouble.
There was a sack boy in the bottom left hand.
First Class
Yeah.
Trouble is an online social deduction game featuring a dangerous
Deduction
concept of
game.
difficult decisions
What, like
and
Among Us?
possibilities.
Before you hop into a match, check out the range of customization options available to you. As you play, you'll unlock even more, so don't forget to come back to your wardrobe from time
Oh
to time.
dear.
Yeah, this feels gross. You know, like when I know they're making money. I know it's business. I know all of that. It still feels a little bit gross.
Secret role of either a resident
Yeah.
or a personoid.
You know, I feel so bad for the
You
people that
play as a
make
resident
Among
of
Us
Spain, and
because
my goal
they've
was to reach Kane at the heart of the ISS Elysia.
yeah.
And I got
Is this the one that was in the news?
so my game
No.
is
Where
all
they
about
just totally lifted it? No? Oh,
No, that's the one going into Fortnite.
Great outfit that you have on.
oh Fortnite, that was it,
Yeah.
yeah.
So this is another one.
question is, who can you trust?
Yeah, exactly. And I thought you and I were working together.
I know, right?
Sometimes going with your gut doesn't work out.
Sorry, Dave. I don't have that problem.
You sabotaged the option. Well done.
When a system sabotages
Second language.
from-
Yeah,
Trying
it feels a bit stilted. You know.
Casting doubt on the loyalty of the other residents.
Yeah, you had me so convinced. You did such a great job.
Oxygen, like sabotaging oxygen. They're like,
I never.
they're not even trying to change it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, here it is. I realized too late.
Whether you're a personoid or resident, your social deduction skills and strategy are the key to survival.
A bridge that goes up and down as well.
Careful who you trust, because in first class trouble, cocktails last longer than friendships.
Yeah. That feels
Help
weird.
To avoid disaster when First Class Trouble arrives to PS4.
They could have done so much. They've like, you know,
Plus members will be able to download
Yeah,
the
they didn't
game
even.
and
Yeah.
just don't lift.
at no
Like
extra
reinvent.
cost.
Use your creativity. You've
Right.
got an option. Doesn't cost any money to just rename the at least. I mean, yeah, take the concept but run with it. They haven't run with it.
All right. What's this?
Oh,
Scanning craft. Pan-Galactic Federation battleship. The Astoria.
Square Enix.
Activity detected. Readying third
Starboard
strike.
thrusters to full power.
There's no
It's
time.
got to be something to do with Xeno,
Abandon
Xenogears, Xenoblade, Chronicles, all that sort of stuff.
It's quite a lot of cleavage on a spacesuit there.
Have you ever seen anything Japanese before, Chris?
But they didn't all have the cleavage spacesuit, so
Yeah, well,
that would
you know.
suggest that it's a personal choice. Ooh, looks nice.
Yeah, I like the open world stuff.
This looks like the traversal from what's that game with the robots, like 4 different robot classes and they fly around?
Are you quite all right?
Is that an Ubisoft game?
No, that's EA. You're talking about.
Oh, you know the ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
the one that didn't do very well.
Right. Anthem. That was it.
Anthem. Frog, massive frog. There's not enough massive frogs in things. I'm
Yes.
glad that they're representing frogs.
That girl has actually got massive cleavage. That's distracting, actually.
Yeah. It's distracting cleavage right there. Yes. Unnecessary.
With massive zip as well. You could just
Yeah.
finish it off.
Yeah. Finish it off.
That's a bad sentence to say.
Zip it up,
isn't
Vin. You
Yeah.
could just zip it up.
You would, wouldn't you? You just go to him like, there you go, I got you.
There you go.
Just walk off.
Yeah. Yeah. Have some respect, love.
Is there anything like the opposite of sexual harassment?
Prudishness, I guess.
Yes, yeah.
Ship by ship until there's not a damn thing left.
Star Ocean, okay. Yeah.
It's got some really interesting points to that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Star Ocean game. People are going to lose that. They're going to go crazy over that.
Their cleavage over it, yeah.
Hey, you said that, not me. Yeah! Devil Inside. This is what I went to see.
Nice.
This looks really unique. It's about like a bounty hunter or something.
It already kind of has got Uncanny Valley stuff going on, which is kind of creeping me out in a good way.
It just, I love like the low poly sort of aesthetic that they've got. Like low poly with really good lighting is like the future, man. I'm telling you.
Do you reckon? Like,
Yeah.
You've got the God Rays coming through on the station. That's a cool train as well.
Like any other day, Billy sets out on another job.
What jobs? What does he do?
Looks like he's reading the letter he received.
That looks cool. It's a cool map.
The job seems simple enough.
Infantry, you know how hard that is.
Yeah, I was just thinking that like he just had like an outline of a bag. That kind of worries me.
That's kind of... I've seen a sketch of
Yeah.
that.
I might have to change that now. God damn it.
No, don't change it.
Oh, there's an old lady up ahead. During travel, you can engage
Who's got some Pokemon waiting for him in a lab.
sometimes to buy goods or simply ask for directions.
I'm sure I said that at the wrong time for you, but in my head it was funny.
Yeah.
On certain occasions, the crew is available to travel together.
I just want to know what you do in this game.
Yeah.
Everything I was seeing, it looks like a different game every time you show
the
it.
trees and the map, and you can zoom in.
You can encounter various events. Some big
It looks so interesting. It looks like nothing I've seen before,
Yeah, it's really unique.
but I don't know what you do.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Which is probably a good
Is
thing,
this
right?
it? You just beep away sheep.
Right. You just travel around.
Oh, those sheep look funky. They're vibrating and going schizo.
I think this is made in Unity as well, so.
simple task, of course.
Yeah, look at this though.
He's greeted by what
That's
seems like
that, like the ground map must be
various artifacts.
crazy res.
I think
Or
that's
crazy
just,
good
I think
fun
that's just like the world map as you would have. Like you wouldn't know because
Yeah.
you've never played a Final Fantasy game.
Leaving behind the unsettling signs, Billy enters
I wouldn't
the
know.
chamber.
I've seen maps.
Well, it turns out
Oh, is it like a murder mystery?
so simple.
Puzzly. Yes. Must be.
Strange-looking creatures constantly appear.
Okay, here we go.
Surrounded by a mob, striking and sticking
That kind of limbo-ish
Yeah.
vibes.
throw them around.
Like, have you played Inside, the next game that they did?
I think so.
His survival instincts and make use
Kind of reminds me of that.
he has to survive.
But then we've got some action as well.
Being exposed to the harsh
So every time they change the camera or the shot, it's just a completely different game, man.
desert in
Yeah.
is one such place. Finding safe places to camp and cooking up food.
I can't work this out. It seems like there's so many different game modes.
This time, a sub-zero climate, and worse, caught in a snow.
So then this has kind of got Legend of Zelda vibes.
Wind Waker.
Yeah.
Lead Billy throughout his journey, and imagine what he has to face. Some expected, more often not.
And suddenly, robots.
They're just like tossing in.
Yeah, there's so many
everything.
little things, yeah. When's it out? Come on, give us a release date.
That's our
No.
show. We hope you enjoyed this peek into what's
That
to
looks
come on
really cool.
PlayStation. See you next time.
I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, I'm
That
really
just looks
interested to see what
so
they get up to with that.
interesting. That looks so complex in such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that was the finale then, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, 23 past. Wow. Devil Inside. That looks cool. I need to get... Well, I'll keep my PlayStation around for that, at least.
Yep.
But yeah. What did you think, Vin? Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, I mean, it was fine. My expectations are pretty low anyway. Like, I wasn't... Like, there's a lot of people doing... Not low, but, like, I didn't really have any expectations. There's a lot of people online that are sort of, you know, overly enthusiastic about what could have been on it. Like, a lot of Final Fantasy 16 talk, a lot of GTA 6 talk, you know, like, all this sort of stuff. And it's like, yeah, they sort of tempered expectations, so this was sort of along the lines. I thought there'd be some other stuff, like, a little bit bigger, but, like, they really should have marketed this as like an indie showcase almost.
Yeah.
Because it was
Yeah.
mostly indie apart from like the Star Ocean stuff and maybe the King of Fighters. Yeah, they had a couple of like bigger stuff from Japan. But yeah, sort of interesting that that's the route that they went. But yeah, overall.
Maybe that's why. Maybe they literally couldn't bring themselves to use any words like little or indie or you know, something along those lines with some of the Japanese titles coming over because of the whole way that would be perceived by different audiences, because it's like a worldwide thing, isn't it? So yeah, maybe they couldn't go the indie route because of that. But in the West, at least, they should have marketed it with like, we're going to show you a few little bits and bobs sort of thing, like hinted that way to yeah, I
mean, you tell fans no matter what, like if you tell fans like, oh, it's going to be really small, there's not going to be that much shown there, they'll go from A to Z like in a second, and they'll be like, oh, GTA 6 is coming, sort of thing, like straight away. It doesn't matter what you tell them. So there was always going to be that expectation, like being a little bit too high. But how about you, man? Like, what did you think about it?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I like the fact there's some little niche things that have just time spent on it with Sony. Like they put that together. They spent, you know, they had that thought in their mind. That's the direction they want to be presenting themselves as being part of. Stuff that doesn't most of the stuff didn't really strike my attention.
Yeah, there wasn't really like other than Devil Inside.
The last
like,
one, Devil Inside,
looked really, that game just looks fascinating to me. Like, I can't really figure it out, like what you do in it. I don't know what the game loop is. Like, I don't really see what you do in it. But at the same time, every time I see it, I'm like, I want to play that. Like every single time. It's a really like interesting sort of marketing campaign that they're going for on that thing. That's if they
had it looked like there was exploration. It looked like there was cutscenes.
Right.
It looked like there was environmental puzzle elements, or at least narrative-driven devices within a set environment, and it looked like there was like just like chill out in a landscape vibes.
Right.
And look, there was asset management as well, but then there was also like some combat going on.
Yeah.
So it's just like, well, what is this game? It can't be. Is it like the perfect everything game?
I mean,
Probably
if there's too many features, then that usually spells bad news either way, because it means that, you know, you're sort of spreading your game mechanics a bit too thin at times. But
to nail everything equally is going to be a challenge.
The one thing that this game does have, like in ample amounts, is just pure character. You know, like there's a lot of style to this, so I'm really like looking forward to seeing how the final game comes around. I guess like it'll be interesting to see what it actually turns out to be. Hopefully it's good, because it looks really interesting.
Yeah, and then just visually, like the indie band level, like the episodic, like 5 episodes thing, that just looked like really pretty to look at. That just looked like some stills from that would look good on a wall, sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm always worried about those games just purely because they look great, but if the story doesn't hold up, then they sort of fall flat on their face. Like if it,
yeah,
because to me, like it comes across like, okay, this would be a really good anime or a really good cartoon or like a Netflix show, you know? Like what do you do in it as a game, you know? Like did you really get anything out of that? Like sort of like what you play. Like, how is it like a point and click adventure game where you're just talking to people? Because that's a viable thing or whatever. But I didn't really grasp what
the actual the gameplay loop is. Yeah.
Yeah. Does it have any business being a game? You know, like, and that sounds weird, but like, you know, if you're gonna be a game, be a game. Like, don't be this weird sort of like where.
What's it doing to deserve to be a game?
Right.
Yeah.
That's
what game mechanics are
what makes it
worthy
fun.
of it being
What makes it interesting. Who knows? Like, maybe it'll come out and it'll be like the greatest thing ever. But that was my impression.
Some of the lines sounded a bit dry to me already, but it's out of context, so I will reserve judgment until I hear some reviews and stuff. Similarly for that Marvel game that's out, the Guardians of the Galaxy game, that's out now, isn't it? So
yeah, that just came out.
That just came out. So I'm waiting for reviews for that because some of those lines were kind of dry as well. That reminded me of that.
Yeah, there's been a few interesting discussions online about that game. Just like people receiving it in different ways. It seems very part of the course. Like everyone's giving it 8s, and then people have got opinions on the individual characters. So that sort of you'll have to go and listen to a couple of podcasts on it, like spoiler-free podcasts, and you'll probably get an opinion that you sort of settle on for that.
Yeah, not this podcast because none of us are playing it.
No, I guess not. Not yet. Anyway, we'll see. Maybe. But
we can speculate.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, like it was very part of the course for me. Not too, nothing blew my mind. Like no crazy surprises for me. I know like people are going to be losing it over like Star Ocean and stuff like that because that's a huge sort of RPG franchise, and there'll be a lot of RPG fans that are happy to see that return. But past that, man, yeah, little devil inside looks great. Everything else looks okay. You know.
Yeah. Nothing to complain about. There was nothing that I was like, ugh.
Yeah. Oh well. But yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Which kind of sums up the whole of 2021 really in terms of like
terms
E3
of gaming.
and
it's been a bit of a weird sort of expectations getting lost and probably being too high. So I think this was the first one I was going into like, okay, I'm not expecting much. Yeah, we didn't get much, but
yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, although saying that, I've had a great day today. Well, great afternoon on my Xbox today. I just had an Xbox and
it's not the place for it, Chris. It's not the place. Like people.
I know it's not the place. I know. I'm just saying. I got an Xbox now, but I've been PlayStation for like the last year and a half, really.
Right. Yeah.
So I know that doesn't sound good either, does it? It's only had the PlayStation for a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yes, but I've had them before.
It's probably a good place to wrap it up. If you did enjoy this reaction video, then please give us a like, a subscribe, and tell a friend. We do a podcast every single Sunday, and you can find us right here on YouTube. As also, we are on Anchor, so you can find us on all of your favorite podcast services, such as Google Podcasts, Apple, iTunes, Spotify, all that good stuff. When Chris can actually be bothered to actually convert all the audio over and put it up, because he's a bit lackluster about staying on top of that sort of stuff, but it's okay. We forgive him.
What can I say? Converting audio files and uploading them onto a website,
right.
Slips my mind.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. But yeah, where can people find you, Chris?
I'm on Twitter. Talk about game stuff. My indie game that I'm making, which is at Acrylic Pixel, and I've got a YouTube channel as well where I do a few videos every now and again about my indie game, which is Acrylic Pixel as well. You have some art stuff, I believe, because you do art for a living as a concept artist for Ubisoft. And
correct.
Where can we find that information and some juicy pics?
You can find me on Twitter. I am at Hillthought Games. All my indie stuff is on there mostly, but then my concept art stuff is on ArtStation. So you can find me on there. I am Vin Hill Art. I've got some Rainbow Six Extraction stuff coming up pretty soon, I think. So
yum.
That'll be within the next couple of months, a few months. I don't actually know when our game's coming out. They don't tell us that stuff. I just draw stuff. That's it. Don't ask me questions. I have no idea. Like I
just do the pictures.
Right, I just draw the pictures, man. Like that's all I do. Like that's my life. So like don't ask me questions which you know as much as I do for most of this sort of stuff. But
And even if you did know, still couldn't say anyway.
this is true. This is true, and I probably wouldn't tell you that I knew anyway. So it'll probably sound exactly like what I'm saying right now. So maybe I do know. Maybe I do know. I don't know. I'm just joking.
We'll leave it on that note.
Yeah,
Rather
we'll
than
leave
wondering.
it. But yeah, until next time, guys. Thank you very much for joining us, and we will catch you in the next one. Ta-ta.
Bye.
Bye.